this is StacheBros, and today I'm showcasing some more of my Mario Maker levels. First up is Boot Camp, and I'd suggest playing these levels before watching this video if you have the chance, and to follow me on Mario Maker. So this level requires the Goomba shoe, and you can see I added a wing to it to create this flutter jump effect. And the beginning of this level, it's some tricky jumps here and there, but you see if you mess up, you can fall and go on these treadmills and go to a reset door and just start from the beginning. So now we're really going to get into this level, and you see that you have to wait and time your jump to land on that thwomp, and then you have to dodge the spikes above and land on this small ledge. This part's a little tricky because the platforms start to fall, so you need to time your jumps perfectly. And with that, the first screen is passed, so let's go underground. Right away you'll notice the cannons, and the best way to cross this area is to jump on top of the actual cannonballs. And you reach to this ledge here, and you see this Koopa, so you jump on him, try to avoid the flames. And the key there is to go under that flame. I've died plenty of times trying to go over it, so going under is the actual best way to do it. And I discovered something interesting while creating this level. You can stack a boo, or you can stack a muncher on top of a boo, and then you can make the boo kind of just take you around somewhere because you're facing away, so it's technically coming towards you, but at the same time, it's carrying you across this chasm. So it's a pretty neat mechanic I discovered. And basically, you need to move across a little, otherwise the jump is too far to make on your own. And with that, we've reached the last screen of this level. And this is a high jump, so you need to time it and find the right starting position. And that seems to do the trick. Once again, dodging some flames, but you can actually jump on top of them. It's just if they hit you from underneath, they can be problematic. So that was my first level. I'm going to be showing a lot of levels today. I've been making these for the past month, I guess, but just haven't had time to showcase them. So this one's called Hotel Goomba. It's very stylized. As you can see, I created an actual hotel right here. You'll notice just some interesting things in the level so far. You see that fire flower. We're going to get to that later. I kind of created a garden of sorts over here. But enough about that. Let's actually just get into the hotel. Right away, Goombas bombard you, trying to kick you out, riding this elevator. But you notice that the doors are sealed off the way to proceed, so we need to figure out a way to get past those blocks. We're going to go down one of these pipes. Either or will work. They take you to the same room. And look at this. We're at the check-in counter, and the P switch acts as a key. And you might notice that door, and at the moment we can't get to it because if we tried to pass the big Goomba as small Mario, we'd die. So we have our key in the form of the P block, and to get into our room, we're just going to simply hit it and get past that big Goomba. Once again, you can go in either the left or right pipe. You have this tricky room here because you hit the P switch, so that was blocked off, and you just have to get past these Goombas. We finally entered the room, but something seems off. Guess I'll just take a nap on my bed. Oh, snap! Well, that was unexpected. So yes, there's like a little mini boss fight. Once again, the Goomba shoe's returning. And you actually need this to proceed through the level. So you're going to leave your hotel room and traverse back down through the hotel. Now it's important to go through the same pipe you entered, because otherwise it'll be blocked off. As you can see, the blocks are in the upper right. So I'm just going to safely kill these Goombas so I don't lose the shoe. But the good thing is, if you do happen to lose the shoe, you can just go back to your hotel room and another one will be waiting for you. You see this fire flower, it's obviously important. You need to get up there, so you do the special jump out of the Goomba boot to get up there. And then you're just going to climb up these mushrooms to get to the actual top of the hotel, which we are at now. We're at the roof. I'm just going to dodge this Goomba, clean the fire flower, and this pipe actually spews fire flowers. It respawns them, so if you lose this power up, you can just go back. And now that we have this, we can easily take out these Goombas, as well as this giant Goomba. So we're just gonna throw away this P switch and get in the right position and kill that Goomba. Now we're gonna have to run and duck to get through that, and we're past the counter and got to the back door. Have this huge pyramid of Goombas, just blocking the way one final time in this back room of the hotel. And with that, we've exited the hotel, but there's one more obstacle. We have these falling Goombas, but if you time it right, you can easily get past it. Okay, this next level is very puzzle-oriented, called Snag the P and You'll Be Free. The P in question is a P switch. And since this is puzzle-oriented, if you don't want it spoiled, you should play it first. So obviously we need to get to that door, but there's a blockade in the way. You see that fire flower up there, but you can't jump to it yet. And that is the P switch we actually have to snag. So a lot of interesting elements in play so far. Just gonna make our way and explore a little bit. You see a helmet, once again too high to reach, but you also see a cloud. And you actually are gonna need to use that cloud to proceed. And just quickly looking to the right here, you see some thwomps. May not know what to do with them yet, so let's just go to the left. And first off, you have these canon launchers. They're red, so they shoot faster than normal. And we're gonna have to dodge these cannonballs on the cloud and make our way to the left, going up and down. And this is actually how you claim the helmet. Now you may be wondering, why do I need this helmet? Well, I'll show you. And this is actually a key piece to this puzzle, because as you proceed, you gain more items that allow you to solve more puzzles in this level. So right here, you can't jump up there in normal means, but you can spin jump. But now you can't proceed. You can go over there, but you can't go down. So what do? So let's head back to the first swamp. And something awesome you can do with the helmet is this. I just moved it up to the platform above, and we're going to do the same thing with the second one. And now we're just going to spin jump, and spin jump again. And we've reached this section, so we're just one left, and watch out for that dry bones. Be careful there. So that's taken care of, and we've reached a new area with a pipe, and the pipe launches out trampolines. So you solve that puzzle, you got a new item. We lost our helmet, but it's okay, we don't need it anymore. So now that we have this trampoline, you may recall that fire flower we saw from the beginning. Now that with the trampoline, we can access that. So each of these puzzles you're rewarded for solving, and they help you eventually retrieve the P switch. So going up this elevator, and have this little landing here, just drop the trampoline, go up, and then we are going to get the fire flower. Now the reason I chose a fire flower is because when it spawns, it stays stationary. I could have gotten away with using a mushroom, but the mushrooms move when they spawn, and I just wanted it to stay in place. And I also wanted it to spawn from a pipe just in case players messed up. And that's something I really try to make happen in my levels. I don't want my levels to become impossible to beat. So what you just saw there, when you're large Mario, when you do a spin jump, you can break through blocks. You can completely destroy them. You can't do that small. And we just retrieved Yoshi, so Yoshi is the new part of the puzzle. What do we do with him? We see we have 100 seconds left. So you're going to grab this trampoline, go down because you need Yoshi, and then we're going to go back up, and we exited that area below. So we have enough time still. Wow, that was really close actually. Nice Yoshi save. So we still have time to beat this level. There's only one puzzle left, and I actually took this straight out of Super Mario World. There's a puzzle just like this in the game, and you might wonder, how the heck do you get that? Well, you just use Yoshi's tongue. Yeah, there's a level towards the end of Super Mario World where there's a key, and to get one of the secret exits, you need to use Yoshi's tongue through a wall. So now with the P switch, we can hit that, that barrier goes down into place, and we have access to this door. And we're at the end. You get some fireworks, and the level is complete. So yes, that was very puzzle-oriented. And I guess if you saw it, you might have spoiled it for yourself, but hopefully you'll still play this, you'll still star this, and you'll enjoy it. And speaking of Yoshi, just having had him, we're going to play a level I created called Yoshi Prison. There's the prison right there, little tower. And unfortunately, Yoshi has been locked up for, well, no apparent reason. This place is kind of overrun with minions, so you can imagine he kind of just got captured. But we're going to save him. So we entered this room, and at first glance, it may look like we can't do anything. Going over here is blocked off. It doesn't seem like there's a place to go, but there's actually an opening in this cell. So yes, that's a little jail cell right there. And going to the left, you just see some dry bones, but let's check the whole area out. So we see this spawns P switches, and you may not know, where do I use this exactly? So let's just take this with us. Because similar to Hotel Goomba, the P switch is going to act as a key that opens a jail cell. And right here the screen is moving. This is actually the first time I've used the screen moving mechanic in a level. It's a little tricky. A lot of cannonballs everywhere. Trick to getting past that chain chomp. That has wings, by the way. What a monstrosity. As soon as it goes in the air, you just have to run for it, because otherwise the screen will kind of kill you. We passed that area. And this is a reset door. I'll just show you where it takes you real quick. In case you messed up and didn't bring the P switch, it just takes you back to the top. The P switches spawn to the right, as you may remember. We're going to be careful right here. We got the flamethrowers. And we see Yoshi's right there, and this is where we'll use our key. So we saved Yoshi, but we haven't escaped yet. There's still some trials ahead of us. Awesome thing Yoshi can do, you can actually swallow dry bones, shoot it out, and bones come out. But that actually, we don't need that mechanic to beat the level. These coins here were just if you used the P switch and got to the door soon, because as you can see, there's a block at the bottom, and it's part of the puzzle in this room. So yes, this is a puzzle, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but obviously I'm showcasing this level, so what you gotta do is you claim this trampoline, take Yoshi up with you, and you're gonna eat that Koopa Troopa, similar to how you got the P switch in Snag the P. And this section's a little tricky. I've had a little trouble with this before. As you can see, I'm having trouble, because what you have to do ultimately is get the Koopa shell and Yoshi, because you're going to use the Koopa shell on those blocks up there to proceed. And yeah, I just ate the trampoline, but Yoshi will be back. Yeah, as long as you don't get hit by the shell, you'll be fine. So the shell's coming back, and yeah, I'm just having the most trouble. This requires a lot of skill, and of course I just destroyed the shell, but there's no need to worry because you're not at a total loss. You've made it past that block below. So what you can do actually is you can eat a Koopa through the bars again. It's a little bit of a hard jump, but it is possible. Just gonna try again. There we go. So now, okay, we killed it. And I'm gonna try to bring Yoshi, but well, the bottom block respawned like that. So we didn't get to save Yoshi, but that doesn't mean you can't. So play this level, try to beat it with Yoshi, because I mean, you're trying to save him from prison, so. So this one's called Grind My Gears. You may wonder, how do I proceed? It's another boot level. Yeah, I actually really enjoy this mechanic, which is why I implemented it again. And actually this level was created, I had the idea for this level while making my level Boot Camp, because originally Boot Camp was longer and it had a section with these grinders. and it actually was a really hard section, and this was before checkpoints came out, so I figured I'd just make an entire new level based around the mechanic of jumping on the grinders with the boot. So yeah, there's some really tricky jumps in this one, especially because the grinder kind of resets your jump. Like it'll shoot you off in a different direction. But we got past the first screen. We're going to keep going. And you'll notice a checkpoint flag because I did make this after the update. And I wanted to be a little fair because this room's actually pretty hard. Because if you could have messed up in the other room and you would have been fine, you would have been able to fall to the bottom, land on the treadmills, and then be able to just get a new boot. But here, if you mess up, you die because there's grinders everywhere and there's lava below. There's no trampoline. So this jump's a little hard coming up. You just have to keep going and then drop off and quickly flutter. So a little tricky. But we've reached the end. Just a few more accurate jumps here. Tension is high. And I actually lost the boot, but didn't matter because I got to the end regardless. Try to beat it with the boot though, that would be cool. And I have actually one more level to show. It's my longest level to date. It's called The Great Mirror. I'm very proud of this level. It's probably my favorite level. Once again, extremely puzzle oriented, and I don't want to spoil it, so you should definitely play this one first before watching this. As you can see, there's a mirrored image here, and you might not exactly know what you're supposed to do with this information, but you notice that block, but that block isn't on the left side of the screen. Or is it? That's right, it's a hidden block. And that's kind of the gimmick of this whole course. You use mirrored images to proceed. So you needed that P switch to get rid of that barrier there, those blocks. And once again, we enter into a mirrored room. Try to do this jump, can't make it. So clearly we're missing something here. We go to the mirror, you notice there's a block there. So yes, once again, hidden block. Thanks to the mirrored image, you're able to figure out what to do. And this jump seems a little high, so yes, we find another hidden block. And we'll proceed onward. Oh, whoa there, buddy. Yeah, that guy was out to get us. We've reached our first checkpoint. There's actually two, because like I mentioned, this level is extremely long. You might notice this room's a little bit different. The mirror is a bit larger, and what's actually happening here is the mirrored image is farther apart, so you have to go back and forth in between the mirror, and whoa! Okay, so yeah, I guess this is what happens when you enter into a mirrored realm. Oh, and you notice that block? I'm curious it's not on the left side. So yes, we're dealing with another hidden block, and just keep that in mind. We're gonna actually proceed a little because there's a lot to this room in particular. We're gonna exit, and where are we? Oh, we're in the first room again. And you may recall there was a P switch in the left block, and once again there's another P switch. But where do we use this? Let's explore a little bit more. I'm actually gonna hit this question mark block, reveal what it is. This jump's a little bit tricky using the cannon, but we managed to get it. And yeah, we got a vine, a secret vine comes out. And I'm just gonna real quick show what's up here. Place the P switch down. Yeah, you have to time your jump pretty accurately to go off this cannonball. So we've reached the top. There's more pipes of blocks, but what exactly do they mean? Perhaps there's something on the other side of the mirror we can look at. So let's proceed to this side. You recall where that vine block was, and now I'm going to attempt to find it and get it on the first try. But first we're going to put the P switch down by jumping to this ledge using the cannonball again. So place the P switch down, Notice there's blocks up there. That's actually what the P-switch is going to reveal. And you just notice that buzzer. Something's wrong, clearly. Get the same error message over here. Can't seem to go in these pipes, but this pipe seems to be the one we want to use. So actually what's going on here, you recall these blocks, what you have to do is you have to hit the right pipe. And if you hit the wrong pipe, something bad happens. So where do you think the right pipe is with this mirrored image? Since it's mirrored, it's actually on the right instead of left. And what you get is a trampoline. But what does happen if you choose a different wrong pipe? Oh, snap. Well, boos spawn, and that happens for every pipe, and unless you're quick about it, it's almost not an instant death, I guess, but you will get hit. So we'll place the trampoline down, go up here, and you see that question mark block. It's actually a power-up. You can't hit it from there, but there actually is a hidden block that I'll fill you in on. And there it is. It's kind of tricky to hit and find, but it really helps having this power-up. And this is actually the layered power-up, so if you were small, that would have been a mushroom. But since you were big, you got the fire flower. And that was actually in the update. You just stack 2 items together. Once again, we're on this room, but on the mirrored side. And we've reached the second checkpoint, so we're almost done this level. We're getting there. And have a series of pipes just because the way this level was designed and where specific rooms were, I needed to add multiple pipes and doors to get to specific areas. So now you'll notice that the mirror is different. Instead of being vertical, it's horizontal. So right now we're on the ground floor, but above you'll be able to you won't walk on the ceiling, but you'll walk on the mirror's edge, which since it's comprised of ice blocks is rather slippery, and you'll see that gameplay later. So this is probably the hardest section. Up until this point the level's been very puzzle oriented, but now this really deals with precision movements. And we've got some fire bars coming up. It's actually a pretty difficult maneuver, but it is possible. I'm going to attempt to do it, but I actually get hit, so it's not worth getting it. I'll try again when I reach the top mirrored. So now we're once again inside the mirror, and I actually accidentally hit that P switch, so the boos spawned, which is bad. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to head back for this pipe because I have to go back and get the trampoline again. So it's better to just start with a clean slate, have the P switch, and you use this bomb to enter back into the main area. And the reason I put a bomb there is because if you screw up and lose the P switch, now you can just simply go back to the mirror and get the P switch again. So we're going to place that down, and we have to get this vine so we can get the trampoline again. So the vine has appeared, and oh, well, guess I was too far on the edge of the vine there, so I fell down. Yeah, this cannonball is a little annoying, but I managed to get back up. We're gonna get the trampoline, and we're gonna head on our way. Jump on that, get up here. And the blocks aren't there like they were on the other side. So we need this P switch at a later location in the level. And yes, I've reached the last 100 seconds of the level, so the music's sped up. And similar to the mirrored side, there is a power up here. It's going to be the fire flower since I'm large. Once again, would have been the mushroom if I was small. So heading down here, we've now reached the top mirrored image. And things are a little slippery, as I mentioned. Part of the reason I got hit there. Plus it was just kind of, I don't know, I timed my jump bad. In a bad starting position. Yeah, so you have to crouch if you're large to get through there, but if you're small, it's simple enough to just jump through. So the top mirrored image and the bottom mirrored image, the gameplay, it's different. Definitely the hardest aspect of the top is the slipperiness of the floor. The bottom is hard in regards of the obstacles are harder to maneuver. And I actually got past that fire bar, thankfully. And we've actually reached the end. This is where you need the P switch. Gonna go for one final door. And yeah, that's the last level I'm showing today. Thank you for checking out this video till the end. If you want to play these levels, which I highly recommend, you can find the IDs for each level in the description below. And there you'll also find the IDs for all my other Mario Maker levels, the ones I featured in other videos and future ones that I have yet to make. Yeah, just continue checking back the description to see if I've posted anything new. I'd really appreciate it if you could star my content, and you should follow me on Mario Maker 2 so you can be updated when I post new stuff. In the comment section below, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me feedback on all the levels I presented today. I really want to improve my levels overall in the future, so I want to know what works and doesn't work. Something else I'm really curious about, and kind of on a different topic, do you guys like these gaming videos? I know I've only been covering Mario Maker, but this is the first time on my channel that I've done gaming videos. I've never provided commentary on a video game in this fashion before. I know my videos are video game based, being based around the Mario franchise, but this is something new to my channel, and I want to hear if you guys like it, because I'll consider doing like a walkthrough or something, but if you guys hate it and just want the plush videos, I'll stick to that. So just let me know if you like this or not. I'd really appreciate it, and if you like it, I'll continue to do it. So yeah, I just want to say thank you one more time for all the support, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with your friends. See you next time.